Hello, I'm here. I'm so happy you're here too because it's Meatless Monday, and I want to welcome you to the first healthy, yummy cooking class and online cooking class. So I thought it would be great for me to do this, and you would learn things, and it would be helpful for your health and your time management and everything, because in the kitchen it's not easy for everybody. So today I wanted to do a recipe in honor of Meatless Monday. A lot of my clients are asking, well, I would love to cut down on meat, but I don't want to eat salad only. And there's this thought that if you don't eat meat, the only thing left is salad, and that's not true. And also, I wanted to do let me start my little pan here so we can start cooking and we can get going. So I also wanted to do a recipe that was super simple, less than 5 ingredients, that you can do probably, it's probably going to take 15 minutes to do. Much faster than ordering a pizza and much healthier. And you'll have leftovers also if you want to do bring some lunch to work the next day, so that's great. So let me show you the ingredients we're going to use. So what I want to do today is like you see on the banner of the Facebook Live, is I'm doing a meatless Bolognese. And a Bolognese is simply a Italian spaghetti sauce. So we all have different recipe from our family, and mine usually include carrots and celery, but those take a little longer to cook, so I omit those for today. So what I'm going to use, and if you don't have time to chop and cook and doing all that, you can buy, there you go, pre-packed in the freezer section onions. So that's what I'll use today instead of chopping onions, because sometimes I don't feel like chopping onions. So let me put just a little bit of oil here in my pan. Just drop. It's not hot enough, so let's. Second thing I'm going to use is a mix of peppers. So red pepper, green pepper, yellow pepper. This too you can buy in the freezer section. So that will cut a lot of time in your meal prep. So let me put some onions in here. That's about a cup of onions. Hope you can still hear me while it's sizzling. Oh wow, it smells good. And then here's my peppers. Okay, so about 1 cup of peppers. If you don't like peppers, don't put peppers. If you want mushroom, you can saute some mushroom. But I really wanted to make this super, super fast and easy. So we're going to let it cook a little bit and get some color. I'm still using my little gizmo that my friend Andrea gave me. Let's see if it works with this spoon. Perfect. So if you have time to chop your own vegetable, great. This is fantastic. If not, those are great options. Second thing we're going to use is beefless crumble. That's how I call it. So let me just put my glasses so I can read it. So it's gluten-free. There's 87% less fat than regular meat, but it's also non-GMO. There's no cholesterol. It's kosher. It's vegan. It's a plant-based protein. So it's really a good starter if you want to do meatless. So let me start this. Perfect. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. Okay, the next thing I'm going to use is for the tomato base. I love, love, love pommes. It's tomato from Italy. There's nothing else than in the ingredients. It's only tomatoes. So super healthy. There's no salt, no sugar, okay? I'm so big on being careful with sugar. Let me just get off the screen 1 second. It seems like my phone is acting up a little bit. I'm gonna take care of that. There you go. Okay, sorry about that. So for me, it's just tomatoes. That's all you want, tomatoes. Then another brand that I discovered, it's Hunt. And gosh, did I read all the labels at the grocery store? Because what you have to be careful is tomatoes will have either a lot of salt or a lot of sugar in it. So this one again, if I read the ingredients, it says tomato puree, and citric acid for conservation. So there's no there's no salt added, no sugar, and it's very simple. So I used the crushed one to create my sauce base. So there you go. And I like to mix it. I like to mix the pommes with a can of the Hunt Crush. Because the pommes, they're chopped, but they're a little bit more chunky. So that gives it, again, more texture. And these you can, these you find in the tomato aisle. So the canned tomato aisle. And there's different version of it. There's some that's already pureed. I think they have a tomato sauce already, but I like using the chopped tomato. Okay, so here we go. We have our tomato sauce base. What I'm gonna add to it, very simple. I just add a little bit of Italian seasoning. That's up to you. You can buy this herb, Italian seasoning. Add that. I'm gonna add some crushed pepper flake. There you go. You can add salt and pepper. I prefer not to because I may finish it off on my plate with a little bit of Parmesan. I know it's Meatless Monday. That's another thing I wanted to, I'll talk about the different type of Meatless Monday because it's not like, it's not all the same in a way. So, okay, here's the crumble. See, it looks like ground beef that's been cooked. So you add the crumble. They're already cooked, so it's like it doesn't require long to cook. The only thing that needs to cook is the onions and red pepper we did add at the beginning, and we sauteed them. So I just mix this, and it's gonna thicken also. So that's the great part. So it becomes like a very thick Bolognese spaghetti sauce. Again, like I said at first, each family have their own recipe. So you could do that with adding carrots, adding mushrooms, celery, whatever, zucchini. Sometimes when I have a lot of zucchini, I dice zucchini and I put it in. Okay, so we're gonna let that come to a boil. And then we're gonna taste for seasoning. And I would say like within 5 minutes, probably 5 minutes, we'll be ready to, let me just clean up a little bit here. In 5 minutes, we'll be ready to taste. Now, let me talk to you a little bit about Meatless Monday. Like I said, I was going to mention a few things. So, Meatless Monday basically started during World War I. And it was not called Meatless Monday, but it was like the president at the time wanted Americans to eat a little bit less meat, so it would help the ration for the soldier going to war. And what he was asking is like 1 day a week, no meat, and 1 meal a day for the other 6 days. So that would make a total of 9 meals a week with no meat. So that's how it started. It became popular again in the 80s, and I think one person that really brought more attention to it is Paul McCartney. So he brought a lot of attention to Meatless Monday, and now a lot of people are following the Meatless Monday. Now, Meatless Monday could mean many things. Could mean the whole day you're not eating any animal product. You're really going vegan, like no cheese, no eggs, no meat, no fish. Some people will choose to do one meal, like what we're doing right now, with no meat or fish, but they will still use a little bit of cheese. So like for this, I really like doing a little sprinkle of Parmesan cheese at the end to finish it off. And if you're transitioning to Meatless Monday, I think it's a great way also, like we're transitioning, you don't need to go like full blast meatless, you know. You can add a little something in transition, and maybe at one point you'll be fine without the cheese. So, okay, let me have a little bite here. So good. So good. I'm just gonna add, did not want to add any salt, but it's missing a little bit. Just a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, and I have here a little bit of garlic. I did not want to saute the garlic. I like the garlic to cook in the sauce. I'll just put a tiny bit. There you go. Perfect. It's gonna. If you don't have fresh garlic, you can do granulated garlic. It's like garlic powder. Just make sure there's no salt in it. Okay. Now let me show you how I'm going to serve this. Needs to cook about another 2-3 minutes. So with your sauce, let's say it's Monday night, you just got from work, you did this, you cooked some pasta. Perfect. Regular pasta, whole wheat pasta, white pasta. I like linguine. You know, those are good. Okay, pasta here. Second thing you can do, if you cannot tolerate wheat, is brown rice pasta. So those are very good too. They're not mushy. See here I have spirals, but you can buy spaghetti shape, you can buy macaroni. So that will make a totally different dish. It's not going to be pasta with the sauce. It's going to be like a casserole maybe. You could put this in a casserole with a little bit of olive oil and butter and pour the sauce over. Now, I mentioned earlier that I'm very careful with sugar. And one thing I've been doing a lot lately, instead of pasta, I really transitioned from pasta like this to whole wheat pasta, and then realizing I'm having like some sort of sensitivity to grain. At first I thought it was gluten, but then I moved to these pasta, and to me there's too much sugar in it. There's way too much sugar. So what I've been doing is the following. Let me go get it. I have some ready already. Is zucchini pasta. See? I just prep some zucchini, and it's very simple. Just turn that down a little. You get one of those little gizmo, under $10. Really, really worth it. You take your zucchini, and I'll do it here. I'm probably going to see. There you go. And you just create pasta. Okay? So you have the idea. You just go in very easy. Not so good for others type of vegetable like carrots and sweet potatoes, and you know, you really need a stronger spiralizer. But this, for zucchini, it is perfect. And what I do is I just saute the zucchini in olive oil for, let's say 3-4 minutes. And just like pasta, if you want it al dente, you could even serve it raw and put the pasta sauce on it. So that's another great option. Okay, looks like we're ready to plate. There we go. Stop. Let me get my platter here. So I always like to serve in a white bowl because you see the beautiful sauce and everything. So one thing my husband mentioned, he was afraid of those zucchini pasta. Like, he's like, oh, that's going to be mushy and not good. One thing that he was really surprised was how crunchy they were. And that's because I didn't overcook them. So that was probably the reason. But he's very happy with having zucchini pasta and sauce. Again, if you're transitioning, and I think I talked about that before, or I posted a picture, was you could do half pasta, half zucchini noodle. So again, that's a great way to transition. Okay, here we go. And I'm gonna finish it off with just a little teaspoon of Parmesan cheese. And where's my fork? Okay, here's the plate. Here's the Meatless Monday plate. And then let me taste it. And the zucchini pasta, you eat them just like real pasta. You twirl, and here we go. Oh my gosh, so good. So much better than a pizza, a takeout pizza, which is fine, but this is so good. And as you see the quantity, you have leftovers for sure. So want to thank you for taking the time to listen to this first cooking class. And I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, I'm sorry I couldn't read or answer a question while we're doing the Facebook Live because I'm wearing contacts and I cannot see anything. So post your questions if you have any, and I'll be more than happy to answer them after the broadcast. So, bon appetit. I hope you enjoyed the Meatless Monday Bolognese, and I will see you again soon for class number 2. Have a good day.